Good morning and welcome back to the Social Stack 66-Day Challenge. Get started in social media. Today is day 3 and I'm going to show you how to create and update your Facebook business page cover photo and profile picture. Before I do that, if this is your first time here and you want to learn more about marketing and social media for business, go ahead and start now by subscribing to my channel and clicking the bell so you don't miss a thing. Today I have Laura's account pulled up again. And I am actually going to recommend that we use a third-party program to work on our cover photos. So your cover photo is this artwork right at the top of your page. I'm going to go ahead and go to Canva. I love using this program. There's a ton of design programs out there. Canva is one that I've been using pretty much since it came out. I'll go ahead and put my affiliate link in the description for you. But I do want to let you know I have a pro account. It is very affordable. I think it's like $120 a year maybe. And that pro account offers a ton of extra features. There's more fonts and images, there's organization options, and you can even make a branding kit so you can save all of your favorite fonts and colors right in your account so you don't have to look them up every time. If you're an agent with Keller Williams, you can actually do your graphic design right inside your command portal for free. No added cost. You have access to command all the time. So I'm just going to pull up my Canva account here. And I have already created that cover photo. Obviously, it was preloaded in there. So you can see I made a couple of different samples here. I'm going to delete that one. And I decided to go with this one. So you can see I have a couple of variations. I'm just going to go back to my home. So if you already have a Canva account, you're just going to go ahead and log in. If you don't, go ahead and sign up for that free account. Like I said, my affiliate link is in the description here if you are thinking of starting a new account. So to start off, let me turn my highlighter on here. You're just going to go ahead and hit Create a Design, and you'll see a bunch of options right in here. Mine came up suggested as a Facebook cover for the first thing because I just created one. If that's not showing up on yours, just simply type in the search Facebook. And you'll see there's a whole bunch of options to choose from. As I mentioned, we're doing the cover, so go ahead and click on that, and it will start a new file for you. So I have a blank template here. And what I like to do is start with some sort of background. So I come over to the left, and I just click on background. And for Laura, I wanted that nice wood feel, so I just went up to the search and typed in wood. You can see there's a whole bunch of options. I'm going to make a totally different style this time just so we have a couple to choose from. Maybe instead of wood, I want to do something brick. You can type that in. Or maybe I want a door. Not a whole bunch in that regard, so we'll go back to brick. And I think this whitewash looks nice, and you can see that pops that right into the background for me. So in this case, Laura, you can see does have a logo, so we put that logo right in there for her. If you don't already have a logo, let me pull up that Facebook page again. You can see right here that it's got her name right underneath the cover photo, so you don't necessarily need to include that in there. However, it's totally fine if you do want to do that. Same thing with your profile picture. You don't have to include it in the cover photo because it will show just below that. So I just want you to keep that in mind while we are designing. Laura's tagline is your local real estate resource. So I definitely want to include that. To do that, I'm just going to hit this text box over here. And I'm just going to hit add a subheading. Okay. I think that's kind of a little hard to see, and maybe that's not the font you wanted in. You can come up to the top left, click on your font, and this is where you have all the font options. You can see all these ones with the little crowns. These are for the pro account, so you have a lot more options if you do sign up for that pro account. And as I mentioned, you can save your favorites. So these are ones that are part of our brand for Laura. So this is the one I'm on right here. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the other one. It's a little thicker, a little easier to see, and I can go ahead and make that bold as well. Right now it's in black. If I click the A with the colors underneath it, I can see a whole bunch of colors to choose from. On all Canva accounts, you'll have your full color palette here. On the Pro accounts, you will also be able to have your saved branded colors. So maybe I want to do this teal. This way I know that every piece we make is going to have that same color blue. I don't have to figure out how to match it or anything like that. We have this blue, green, teal here. We've got a cream, a blush, a little bit of an orangey, and a mustard. And they all look very nice together. So there's my teal in there. And maybe I want to make this a little bit bigger. So I can just drag the corner there. It's still a little hard to see on this background, so I'm going to click on that brick. Oop, I clicked too many times. There we go. So I'm clicking on the brick. You can see that the whole image is outlined now. And if I come up to the top right on this little grid and hover over it, it says transparency. So if I click on that and drag my dial over, you can see it totally goes away, or we have full color. So I'm going to try maybe at 70. Now I can see the brick still, however, it's much easier to read my writing here. Now, maybe I don't want that all on one line. I want it a little bigger. And I think I want to add some color and maybe some images to this. Maybe I want to highlight this word resource. We'll try it in the yellow. That gets lost a little in the brick. Let's try this orange. And that's a little easier to see. Okay, so now maybe I want to add a cool little image to the left or right. I can go and click on elements and type in whatever it is I'm looking for. So you can see there's a lot of keys in here. You could try door, whatever makes sense for your business. Again, all these ones that say Pro are included in the Pro account. You would have to pay for them if you're using the free account, which is why I said it's definitely worth that sign up. So what I want to do is actually pull up the logo I've already created because I want the graphics to match. Okay, so I actually have her logo pulled up on a different tab, so I'm going to open that up. And I'm just going to copy this key and hit paste. Then I'm going to copy and paste it again. We also have a duplicate button up in the top right, so I can just hit that to duplicate it and delete it if I want. Alright, so for this one, I actually want to rotate that key and have it go the other way so it frames my text here. These keys are not in my color scheme, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. You can see as I click the dark blue teal, that's what the outline is right now. I can choose any of these colors to replace it. So I'm clicking this key. When I click on the gray and then choose the mustard, it changes the gray to mustard. Click on the teal, changes the teal to the orange, or like I said, if I want to go in with the blush or the tan, I can do that too. Okay. So let's say this is the cover photo Laura actually wants to go with. All we would have to do is choose download. Again, with the Pro account, I have some sizing options. With a free account, you just get one size. I want to maximize this and make it as high quality as possible. I do recommend using the PNG file format for this. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit download. While that's downloading, I'm going to come back to Facebook. And whether or not you have a cover photo in this section, you should have an edit button here. So I can go ahead and hit edit. And you have options to choose from photos, videos, create a slideshow. This is really neat too. If you want to have multiple pictures in your cover photo that will slide through, you can hit create a slideshow, or we can upload a new photo. So if I want to upload a new photo, I just click that button. You can see right here is the one I just downloaded. I'm going to select that and hit open. And that's going to take a second to load in. And now you can see that that's loaded in here. However, I do have a few options still. We have this drag and reposition, so if I want to move it around a little, I can. And until I hit Save Changes, this will not be set in place. I do want to let you know that the desktop version and your mobile devices will show up a little different. So you'll notice I did not make my text or any of my images go all the way to the top or bottom or to the far right or far left. That's why I like starting with the background, so something is always going on in the background. However, you want to make sure to consolidate that important information towards the middle, because when you are on a mobile device, it does cut off the tops and bottom of the image a little bit. I don't want to save this. I do like that other one a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. However, when you are ready and you're happy with your image, go ahead and hit save. If you have uploaded an image in here and you think that it's too big or it just doesn't look right and you want to make a change, hit cancel, because if you do hit save changes, yes, you can absolutely always come in and update it. However, it will show up on your timeline here that you've added it. And if you make a bunch of changes, it'll show up a whole bunch of times. You can delete those if you want to, but that's just an extra step for you. So if you're not happy with it right here, just go ahead and hit cancel. When you love it, hit save changes. Now, I mentioned you could make a slideshow, so I want to go ahead and hit edit here and create slideshow. So you can see now we can have, it looks like 5 photos in here. We have our original one selected. Facebook will choose photos for you if you wanted to, but if I want to add my own custom ones, I'm just going to hit this little plus sign here, and again, I have the option to choose from my own photos or to upload. I have some downloaded already, so I'm going to choose upload and go to my downloads folder, and I want to change this view really quick so I can see my icons. So once I've selected my image, it will load in there. Just have to wait for a minute. And here it is popped right in. So again, I have that drag to reposition. So this one is a tall photo. I'm going to leave it centered with them right in the middle. I'm going to choose another one. And I like this living room. Now that the living room's in there, you can see there's a kitchen behind it too. It's a nice lifestyle shot image right in there. And again, with these photos, I'm keeping with Laura's color theme too, so it's very on brand for her. So I've added a nice interior shot. Who doesn't love a cute little puppy photo? And let's see, let's do a nice family. Now you want to make sure to make these photos make sense for your brand. So if you're selling makeup, maybe put in a few different options of your products or total looks. You can do anything like that. If you're making a business page for a food blog, do different meals up there. You guys can also make these videos in the future. Today I just want to stick with photos because that's nice and easy. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Changes. And now you can see as I click this right arrow, it'll show all those different images we uploaded. So remember before I showed you how to view as visitor, we're going to go ahead and click that button again. And you can see the images in here. Okay, so I'm going to exit my view as. I did promise to show you how to change your profile picture as well. So if you have not added one in, or you have and you want to make a new one, find your picture and hit this little camera here. And you can view it large. Hit edit if you want to put some text around it. Just hit the enter full screen if you really want to blow it up, or hit the little X and it will close. If I click the camera again and I hit edit, that will let me change my picture. So I do have some pictures on my desktop here. I'm going to upload a new one. I'm going to go to desktop. And here's our other option. You'll notice, even though I have a square photo in here, our profile picture is round, so it will show you what's getting cropped out in there. And we have a slider at the bottom, so if you really want to zoom in to get a small part of the photo, you can, or zoom all the way out. I really like the photo we've already uploaded in there, so I'm actually going to hit cancel. I think that the one I have will be a great piece for her business page. If you want to change yours, just go ahead and hit that save button. I'll actually show you how to change that slider. So I'm going to hit save. So you can see that it saved right away. And that's a cute picture as well. But I want to show you a little bit more of that slider, so I'm going to hit that edit, click the photo that we already have in there, and you can see we can move it around. So we can have her a little off-centered, or we can center the photo. And then if I use the slider, you can see I can zoom in some more. So let's say if I just want her eye, I can do that. Or we can zoom out, get a nice full headshot there. And again, it's up to you if you want to center it directly or have it a little asymmetrical. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now we've updated her photo again. And now that we've gone over how to upload your cover photo, create a cover photo, and update or add in a new profile picture, we are going to conclude our tutorial for the day. So please join me tomorrow to learn how you can add, how you can add a custom vanity URL to your page. For example, I'm going to pull up one more tab here. This is the URL at the top here. You see it says facebook.com/Laura-Duffy-at- a bunch of numbers, bunch of words. That's very long. That's hard to share with people. So I'm going to open up a new tab really quick. Go to Facebook. Oops. And we're going to type in the search bar right here, the Social Stack. So this is my business page. If you want to give me a like, feel free to hit the thumbs up and you'll get some more updates and tips here. However, you'll see in my URL, it simply says facebook.com/thesocialstack. So that's very easy to share. It's easy to say. It looks nice and clean if I'm adding it to a flyer or a business card or my email signature. So we're going to show you how you can do this custom or vanity URL for your business page for our challenge tomorrow. We're going to come back to Laura's here. So today, before we leave, I would love if you would tell me in the comments if you decided to do one image at the top or if you went with a slideshow. After that, remember, if you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel so you get those video update alerts every day or when the new videos come out. I'll see you tomorrow.